There we go. There we go. It's none of your damn business. You guys, it's none of your damn business. Yes, that's my topic today. We are kind of going to have a conversation. You guys, this conversation has been going on for weeks about everything that's going on in the world. Now, I'm going to be really careful about what I say because I want you to be able to share this with people that you know um, where you might be feeling uncomfortable. Okay, so I'm going to just open up the discussion about that. So I did a blog a couple of weeks ago about setting boundaries. And, when we talk about setting boundaries, we're not doing it in an aggressive or mean way. That's not what boundaries are about. Boundaries are about letting people know how they can be around you. You're kind of setting that tone for them. And so, listen, that was kind of the reason it was a number of conversations I've had over the last, I'm going to say probably several weeks or a few months, right? And with everything that's going on in the world, there's a lot of talk about that right now because we are in a time that is very challenging right now. Some people are being really triggered right now. And so let's just talk about that. First and foremost, it's none of your damn business what someone does in their life. It isn't. And it's none of your damn business what people think of you either. And the reason I'm kind of going on this rant is, again, I had another conversation today, and the reason I'm saying this is because we are doing things to ourselves in order to make other people feel better or more comfortable because of what's happening in the world. And in doing so, you are going to cost your mind and your health specifically. And the reason I'm going to say that is it was a conversation I had today where people were talking about the thing that everybody's doing right now, whether you are or you're not. Number one, it's none of your damn business whether somebody is or not. Yes, I'm ranting about it. It isn't your business, okay? And there's been certain conversations I've had where people are feeling very uncomfortable that I've been having. They're sharing with me their uncomfortableness in the world right now because they're just feeling like they just have to lie to people if they don't want to do something. Because it doesn't matter whether you say you are doing it or you're not doing it. If you say it's none of your business, most people are saying to me, Sonia, most people are saying, as soon as you say it's none of your business to somebody, they're like, oh, you're one of those. Oh, you're one of those. Don't buy into that bullshit because it's bullshit, right? That's somebody else's fear being projected onto you. Okay, that's their fear being projected onto you. It's not your fear. Your fear is not fitting in, right? And I think that's where everybody's kind of like, it's that we've all seen it before. We've all probably posted it before. The crowd's going this way and there's like one or two people going this way. Okay. It doesn't matter which one you're on. It's where you want to be. Okay. That's totally fine. But it's none of your damn business. And it's not your business to ask somebody whether they did or they didn't. And really, we have to stop doing that right now because there's such a divide in the world and a way where yeah, I'm going to take a deep breath for a minute. Yeah, because I'm getting kind of wind up. I haven't talked about this for a long time, but I've had conversations with people. And yes, people have asked me, Sonia, are you doing the thing, right? And if it's somebody that's close to me, they may know whether I am or I'm not, but I don't share that with the world. It's nobody's bloody business. But as soon as I say that, I know what you're going to think. Oh, you're one of those, so you're not. So you're that, right? Because you're going to just assume that. But that's not necessarily the case. You don't really know. It's nobody's business whether I do or I don't. And so this is for those of you out there that are struggling. And we've had conversations over the last several weeks and months. You know who you are. You've had conversations where you're not feeling comfortable and you're actually going to lie to people to make them comfortable. But in the process, you're going to cost yourself your health. See, when we lie, it shows up in our body. Your body knows when you're lying, right? And so it'll start to show up in ways where you may not notice right away. But maybe you'll start to feel sick more often. Maybe you'll start to feel more anxious more often. Maybe you'll start to feel, as soon as we get out of integrity with ourselves, our health is at risk. And that's a fact, you guys. When you go against your soul, so say your soul is saying, go this way, right? But all these people are saying, no, come with me, go this way. And you don't want to be left out because nobody wants to be left out, you guys. Nobody ever wants to be left out, right? We all have been on the school playground. We all have been there, right? We don't want to be left out. We want to be part of the crowd. We want to fit in and we want to be loved. You know what I say? Screw it. Just be you. Follow your soul because that's what's going to keep you healthy. That's what's going to keep your mind, your body, and your spirit connected. Soon as you do something because somebody else says you should do it, and when they guilt you into it, and believe me, I've seen it happen, and I'm going to be careful what I say here because otherwise people will know. I've seen it happen where people have been threatened that they can't see their children or grandchildren if they don't do this thing. You know what I say to you? Sayonara. See ya, goodbye. This is the problem what's happening in the world right now. There's such a divide, and it's you guys that are doing the divide. It's those people that are participating in making other people feel bad or trying to convince people they should do something they don't want to do, and other people saying they shouldn't do it. If you want to do it, go do it. But don't put your beliefs onto someone else. We're all here living a life of our own free will and choice. And freedom is still something we do have. We do still have that right now. How long we're going to have it, I don't know. When you start to look around what's going on in the world, probably that's why I'm having that conversation because I know that it always starts in your own backyard. And right now, in a lot of backyards around the world, it's not so easy for us to just move freely, right? To just be with each other, to hang out with each other. That's not happening everywhere in the world, you guys. And if you don't know that, then you need to find the right places and sources to research. And so let's go back to what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is if you're feeling, and it's showing up in works too, because that was another conversation I had to do about somebody's work, right? Um, yeah, don't feel like you have to lie at your work. Because as soon as you do that, you might as well just give your resignation, right? Because there's no, like, the energy that you give off of when you do something that goes against who you are is just going to show up in your energy field, and that's what you're going to project out, right? It's the same for those of us that maybe, are, I will be honest with you guys, I'm concerned with where the world's going. And so, do I sit in the back seat and not say anything, or do I do my homework? So I'm doing my due diligence and I'm doing my homework, right? And you do have to do it too. And you have to do it not just for yourself, but for your family, your children, your grandchildren, the legacy you're leaving behind. You have to know if this is right or wrong for you, but it's not up to you to decide for somebody else, right? We have to let other people make their decisions. So here's what I'm going to give you a couple of tips. And some of you know we've had conversations. I won't give that one on here because I'm going to keep it clean. But when somebody asks you if you have done that thing, and you're uncomfortable, I want you to lean into that uncomfortable. And I want you to actually test the waters because we're not looking for confrontation with people. We're just going to say to people, you know what, that's just not a conversation I'm open to having. Please don't take offense to it, but that's my personal private business, not anybody else's that I want to share with. It would be the same if you guys, I went to the doctors and the doctor told me I was going to be dead in 6 months. Not necessarily would I go out and tell the whole world. I might tell some close friends, we might have conversations in our family, but that's my personal choice, right? So it's your personal choice too. So you have to get confident in the fact that you're taking care of yourself and your own well-being, because as soon as you get into a situation where you feel you have to lie in order to save face, and we've all done that. We've all had told that little white lie, but it always comes back and it, kind of bites in the ass. And it doesn't mean that anybody finds out about it. It just shows up in your life. You might be getting sick. You might be feeling anxious. You might be feeling depressed. There's a lot of ways it's going to show up. You might be like, uh, there's a lot of things that can go on, as far as emotions are concerned for your health, right? So really think about that. And the other part is lean into having conversations with the people, and maybe, I think right now there are a lot of people that are scared and they don't know how to handle their family, they don't know how to handle their friends, they don't want to be left out because a lot of people are feeling alone already, so they don't want to be rejected. Don't feel rejected because there's people out there that maybe will respect your boundaries and will just want to be with you for you, not having to do with anything else outside of, what you choose to share with them or not, right? Um, and that's kind of why I wanted to have that conversation today, because it just keeps showing up, and I can't not talk about something that just keeps showing up, right? And I, even for my clients, my clients are like, my babies, like I care about them very much. And when they're struggling or maybe having issues or feeling uncomfortable or they feel they have to lie to their family, that's not a good place to be, right? And so I get kind of like, I guess I get kind of the motherly part of me comes in and I want to come in out and defend. It's not up to me to defend. It's up to them to stand up, right? It's time to stand up, people. And, and you choose what you want to share with the world. But do your homework for yourself. If you want to do that thing, go ahead, do it. I don't care. That's your choice. Do your homework, but don't go blindly in and push people to do things that you haven't even done, yourself. If you're not looking into it and you're just going face value that this is what they say and it's all good and you're going to be okay and you feel okay with that, then go with that because that's what you do. It's all about listening to your own intuition too, because we get up all in our heads, and right now everybody's in their heads because they're watching the news. They're in fear and inundated. And you guys, it's not that I don't watch the news, because believe me, I've had to watch the news just to see personally for me how it's all being played out, how the vocabulary is. And those of you that work in the field of NLP know, you already know, you've probably already turned it off because you know what's happening, right? Language is very powerful, and we've all been conditioned. I mean, we're conditioned from the day we're born, right? We have a subconscious mind that runs everything. There's a programming that runs everything, and there's things that we do from that place, right? We just do them. It's like habitual, right? But we also have thought patterns and processes that we think life is a certain way. And in actual fact, what if it's just all a big bunch of shit? Like, what if it is? Oh my God, I'd be so pissed off, right? So, anyways, you guys, just know that there are people out there that maybe are like you and just don't want to share those parts of themselves with the world. And there are groups of people that you can feel comfortable sharing with or not sharing with. You just got to let your tribe find you, right? I've decided just to be me, right? Like, I don't buy into all the narrative that's being played out right now. I just don't. And maybe it's time for me to say that. Most of the time, we take a step back because we're working on our business, we're doing this, we're doing that. But at the same time, you can't just do that and close your eyes to what's going on in the world. What's going on in the world is not good, and you have to look a little deeper. And don't watch the 6 o'clock news because that ain't telling you the truth. Honestly, guys, it's not telling you the truth. I turned off the 6 o'clock news like 22 years ago because I just knew it was making me depressed and anxious. I was suffering from depression, anxiety, and stress. And as soon as I turned that off, it was like 6 months later, I felt amazing. So, if you're feeling anxious or stressed or in fear of everything that's going on in the world, shut off the TV, go outside, and find a community of people that are interested in doing other things than worrying about all the crap that's going on in the world. Because, it doesn't really matter what leader's in charge there. It's all a bunch of smoke and mirrors anyways, right? Like, pick who you want. There's nobody to pick. So pick who you want. Doesn't matter. Get on with your life. Enjoy life. Um, and don't let this tear your families apart. I'm seeing families being torn apart, right? And I'm sure you are too. And I'm sure some of you might be even feeling that with your own families. It's just not worth it. Like, who are the people outside of us that's running all this fiasco, creating all this chaos within us, only because we're allowing it to? We've accepted the narrative. Well, I haven't. I'm not. No, not doing it, right? So you do you, and I'll do me. And whether I do or I don't is none of your damn business. Just like it's none of my damn business whether you do or you don't. Anyways, you guys, that's it. I just wanted to share. And if you are struggling with this, honestly, please reach out to me, right? If you just need like somebody to talk to, or you're just feeling like, you know what, Sonia, I can't handle this. This is happening. This is happening. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Don't feel overwhelmed. Call me, message me, um, reach out. Don't stay there scared. And if you just need somebody to give you, a shoulder, uh, and just know that there's somebody else out there. See, when we're standing alone, we're scared, right? Because we're alone. We're standing here, and the road's going like this, right? And all these people are going this way, and there might be only one or two going this way, but you don't see them because they're so far up, and you're just standing there, and you don't know what to do, but you want to go that way. I'm telling you, frickin' go that way. It's okay. There's people on that road for you, but listen to your heart because your heart's going to tell you what road to take and travel, right? The frequency is rising, the vibration's rising. We are going into, a new moon in Leo. This is the time to set intentions, you guys. Really, the Lions Gate is portal is open, and we just want to be at a level of vibration that's above courage, which is 200. You want to get into 250, 300, and we want to climb that scale. Not everybody's going to climb the scale, and even people in your own family and your own friends are not going to climb that scale with you. Just know that there are people out there that are, and we're here holding the space so that the planet can just be better. Just get better. Focus in on the good, forget the bad, and don't lie to yourself, right? Don't lie to your body because it will show up in so many, so many, so many ways. Have an amazing day, you guys. And like I said, if you're feeling stressed out, if you don't know what to say to somebody, or you just want to, talk to somebody, find a way to say something to somebody, or you're really struggling with something, please reach out. I'm happy to help. Anyways, have an amazing day, you guys, and enjoy the new moon. The new moon is all about setting intentions, just focusing on what you want in your life. You want to travel, focusing on travel. If you want to set some goals for your work, focus on goals. You have fitness goals, you want to lose some weight, you want to tighten up the butt, whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is for you, just focus in on that. Make this week the week that you do that and stand in your power. Set your boundaries. Be strong. You are strong. Everything you have is within inside of you. Nothing is external to you. Anything that you see outside of yourself that's reflecting to you is teaching you something. Have an amazing day, you guys. Bye for now.